Glorious. No, I won't give in till I'm victorious.
10 years ago, the Nashville Predators were almost sold to Jim Basile and moved to Hamilton, Ontario. And today, they're moving on to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history. This is Justin Bradford of Penalty Box Radio coming to you from Bridgestone Arena. Nashville Predators victorious 6-3 over the Anaheim Ducks in Game 6, winning that series 4-2. What an incredible atmosphere it was, and these players will never forget it.
There's so much confidence in this dressing room and what we can accomplish together if we play the right way. The last two games, I think that they were the first game, the last game in Anaheim in Game 5. I thought we did a really good job of playing a pretty solid game. But, you know, today maybe we didn't get the start that we wanted. I mean, we got a couple goals early, but we still didn't feel that we were playing our best hockey. But good teams find a way, and we found a way.
It was incredible. I mean, we talked all playoffs about our crowd and how crazy it is here. To be able to close that out here tonight is something that we wanted to do, and you know, the fans were right there with us. It wasn't our best effort, but we were resilient, and the crowd was always behind us, keep pushing us to be better, and you know, we found a way.
You know, everything this is happening around us, you still feel hungry, and you know, now we have a chance to play for the cup. It's a pretty amazing feeling, and you know, you've been working for that for a long time, and you know, I feel like last number of years we've been going in that direction, building this team and having more depth, and you know, with these guys and the adversity we've been facing last few days, amazing response.
Colton Sissons, the hero of the evening. 3 goals, good for a hat trick, including the game-winning goal tallied in the third period. Here's his reaction.
Yeah, obviously it was a big penalty kill at the time. I think the penalty just expired, and Aaron Kruk and I had a bit of a 2-on-2. There was a turnover actually, and I kind of got lost on the backside, and Kelly made a beautiful pass, saucer pass right on my tape, and fortunately put it away.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with the guys we lost, 2 centers, we had to change a couple of things, and I thought Sis has been great for us all playoffs. He stepped up big time in all the games in playoffs, and yeah, I mean, he's done the last 2 games. He's done a great job, and same with Goudreau. He's coming in Game 5 of the Western Conference Final. It's not easy to come in a playoff game like that, and he did an amazing job, and yeah, so that's it.
The Nashville Predators have faced a lot of adversity during the playoffs, especially due to injury, but it shows a lot of the development that has taken place in Milwaukee with the Milwaukee Admirals. Dean Evason, Scott Ford, tremendous effort in developing a lot of these players, especially Austin Watson, Colton Sissons, Pontus Oberg, Freddie Gaudreau, Harry Zonerchuk, even playing some in Milwaukee as well. All tremendous players that have contributed during these playoffs. All of that leading up to being able to take a spot whenever it's needed.
Yeah, it's impressive. The guys that they drafted, I guess a lot of us have spent quite a few games, if not a few seasons in the minors in Milwaukee, and have turned into NHL players and having an impact. So just top to bottom in the organization, they do a tremendous job. And we have guys like Gaudreau playing his first playoff games and on such a big stage and doing so well. So it says a lot, just that example right there.
Yeah, we have really good depth within the organization, and you know, guys like Sis, myself, Harvey, other guys, Pontus, and even Godes coming in, not playing a game, just stepping up huge. It's been great, and you need everybody here in the playoffs, especially with the unfortunate injuries that we've had. To have guys step up and play great for us, it's been you know, it's been awesome.
I've said it so many times that Dean Evason and Stan Julia and Scott Ford, they deserve so much credit. They've worked the goaltending coach. They deserve so much credit for the development of these players, because you know, when they're coming in and out of the lineup up here, they're younger down there and they're even more raw, and they're working through things. And not only are they a successful team in the minors, but every time they come up, they're better hockey players. And it's a credit to the coaches down there. It's a credit to the development that Nashville puts into the young players. They draft them, they spend the time, they put the hours in to make these guys hockey players, and when they get up here, it's not always a seamless transition, but there's a process, and you guys have seen it. But so much credit goes to the coaching staff and Paul Fenton, the general manager down there. So much credit goes to those guys for the team that they build down there and the way they develop the players.
Players joke about it, but they do have a little bit of time to celebrate here before they get going. The Stanley Cup Final will begin shortly. They have basically 1 week to get some rest, but here are their feelings after winning a pivotal Game 6 to move on to the Stanley Cup Final.
Yeah, it was amazing, awesome getting Ryan in there. You know, it certainly had a lot of adversity to get to this point. So right now it's a pretty good feeling, but you know, tomorrow wake up and start getting ready for the Stanley Cup.
Wow, it's crazy. I mean, we're super excited. It's an incredible accomplishment for this organization, for us as a team. We'll enjoy it here tonight. Something pretty special. It's a special group, and you know, we'll get right back to work here in the next couple of days.
I've said it a couple times already, and I don't want to boost myself here or anything, but when I got traded, I said it. I said that I believed that I was going to have a tremendous opportunity to win a Stanley Cup with this team, and maybe got a little bit of slack for it, but I believed in this dressing room, and when I what kind of solidified it for me was after I had the conversation with David Poyle and Lavi, and how they embraced me and just wanted me to come in and do my job and be an important part of helping this team win. But we're in this position because of everybody. I mean, it's unbelievable. I've never been on a team that works as hard for each other as these guys do, and it shows.
Felt pretty good, man. A lot of energy. We worked so hard all year for this, so it feels good to get this far, but it's still some work to do.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost like a thing you don't want to think about too much. You know, you have been holding it back, and you know, in the back of your head, you've been thinking about the finals, and then you know, when the buzzer goes off, it's an amazing feeling.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. I think that's what everybody's thinking. You're obviously happy about the Western Conference Championship, and but yeah, now we're playing for the Cup, for the Stanley Cup, and yeah, there's not one guy in this room that doesn't want it.
So there you have it. The Nashville Predators moving on to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time in franchise history, and they clinch it here at home. Stanley Cup Final will begin on the road May 29th for Game 1, May 31st for Game 2, and here at home for Game 3 on June 3rd. What an atmosphere it was here. Again, the Nashville Predators victorious 6-3 over the Anaheim Ducks, winning Game 6, winning that series 4-2 for the first time ever going to the Stanley Cup Final. It's been an awesome ride here, and it's been great to see the fans celebrating as well. Folks, make sure you tune in more to PenaltyBoxRadio.com for podcasts, for videos, for articles, everything to get you covered through the Stanley Cup playoffs. We'll get you there. This is Justin Bradford of Penalty Box Radio.